Hello friends, welcome to my channel of Bad Decisions and Pure Awkwardness. I have a cat hair in my mouth. My name is Elizabeth. I'm your host. I just got these in the mail, so I'm really excited. I just got the Oden's Eye new collection. It is the Perfect World collection by 3 creators. We have Amanda from Makeup Just for Fun. We have Lauren from Mae Beaty. And we have Batty Bean from Batty Bean. Really excited about this. Each palette is a 10-pan palette. I'll show them to you. I'll also show you swatches that I did like on my phone, natural lighting, because I think that's a better representation. But there's so many videos about these palettes that you can probably find pretty good swatches anywhere you go. But this one is the Planet Spirit palette by Batty Bean, and that's what it looks like. It's very bright and fun and colorful. I think the packaging on these is so cute. Like, Oden's Eye kills it with packaging every time, and in person it's even better. They have little like stars in their eyes. I don't know if you can see that. It's so cute. And I feel like it's like a good representation of each creator. This is Mae Beaty's palette. It's the Sea Talk palette. Again, you can see the little stars in their eyes. It's so cute. The little fishies, and they're like, it's just beautiful packaging. She's a little mermaid. How cute is that? And this is what her palette looks like. It's half neutral, half colorful. Lots of pops of color in here. I'm really excited to play with that one. And then we have the Flora Story palette from Amanda, Makeup Just for Fun. This is what that one looks like. When I was swatching, I got a little bit of purple in this one, but it doesn't seem to be like messing with the shadow, so I think it's fine. But we're going to do 3 looks since there are 3 palettes. The first palette that I'm going to play with is Amanda's palette, Makeup Just for Fun. I just think it's so beautiful, and it's the one I was kind of most excited about because of the color story. I am really excited about this shade right here, Lush, and this multi-chrome Dawn. I'll show you a few. You're going to see swatches, but I'll show you a few of the shades, like the multicolor duochrome shades in these palettes. So pretty. Okay, so this one here is Dawn. It is like a pinky green. Let me see if I can get it to focus. There we go. It is a pinky green multi-chrome. This is from the Flora Story palette. This one here is Iridescent Shell. It is from the Sea Talk palette. On camera it looks purple. In person it's very, very bright pink. I don't know that this is a multi-chrome, but it is labeled, or on the Oden's Eye website it says that it has multicolor shifts in it. So I'm not sure. But it's super pretty. And then this one is Fauna from the Perfect World, or I'm sorry, this one is the Planet Spirit palette. And it is more of like a orangey green, pink. Yeah, a very beautiful multi-chrome. So those are a few of the shades. Like I said, I'll pop some video in here of some of the other swatches. I have to say that I am pleasantly surprised by these palettes, and I know I haven't put them on my eyes yet, but I thought they were beautiful on all of the creators' videos, but I wasn't sure how they would look in person, because they're beautiful, but I've seen like Oden's Eye do palettes before that are just very sparkly and vibrant. I wasn't expecting these to be as special as some of the other palettes that I've seen Oden's Eye do. However, like I said, I am very pleasantly surprised by these. I think they swatch beautiful just as any other Oden's Eye palette does. And the shimmers are beautiful. It remains to be seen, obviously, how some of them do on the eyes. We'll see that throughout the video. But so far, I am pretty impressed with these palettes. So I think, like I said, we're going to play with the Flora Story palette today. And I think what we're going to do is play with the purples. This purple, and then this one. And then do something with this, and this. I think that's what I'm going to do. I kind of swatched it on my hand to see if like that would work, and I think it's going to work. So let's get started. I've already primed my eyes, so we're going to just jump right in. Also, I have been wearing my face makeup for almost 12 hours now, so it's a little so I will touch that up afterwards. So just in case you're wondering why my face looks the way it does. And if you're wondering why my teeth look the way they do, you can watch some of my other videos because I explain what happened, or sort of what happened. First, we're going to go into Azalea. It's this shade right here, this purple shade. And I'm going to put that in the crease and just above the crease, like I always do. I like that they did something different for this collection, as far as like the Legendary Diversa palette had 12 shades, I think, in each. If not, I think the Hella palette had 16, but something like that. But I think 10 is a really nice number for a collab. I just think it's concise, it's not overwhelming. If I were to do a collab, and God, it would be like amazing if I were to get a collab, I would want it to be with Oden's Eye because they've got the vision down. And I've said this in a couple of my other videos before too. They've got, as Mae Beaty would say, they sell the fantasy very well. Especially in this collection where, you know, they are a little fantastical in their little illustrations. And they're so cute. Just adorable. I want to be illustrated like this. No problems there. Next, we're going to go into Orchid, the shade right here. And these are very pigmented, and they're a little, I did notice they're a little powdery, so you do have to be careful about that. You might need to tap off your brush, or just make sure you do your eye makeup before your face makeup prior to doing your face makeup. No problem here. This is a really, really pretty shade. I will say it's probably not as pigmented as it is in the pan, so it does require a little building up, and that could be a me thing. I'm not an expert. I'm going to put this on the majority of my lid just because we're going to put that multi-chrome down. We're going to put shimmers down and multi-chromes. So we want this shadow, we want a good base for that multi-chrome because it is kind of more of an iridescent multi-chrome, so it's going to look better on top of things. That's very pretty. Like I said, that one's not as pigmented pigmented, I need wine. That one is not as pigmented as what it looks like in the pan. It does require building up, so just a heads up on that. But I mean, the blend is very pretty. It's very nice. I'm getting a little bit of patchiness on this eye actually, so let me see if I can fix that. Like I said, that might be a me thing, but we're gonna build that up. I'm not sure if it's a little patchy because of my eye, like this is the second look I've done for the day, or if it's the eyeshadow, or if it's just my eyes. I'm not sure. I'm going to keep playing with these, but that's something to be aware of. Taking a little NYX glitter primer, and I'm putting that basically all over my lid. I'm leaving the very, very edge empty so that we can put that darker purple back on top. But it's nice and sticky. Take this teeny tiny flat brush, and I'm going to go into Magnolia, this beautiful sparkly purple shade. And we're going to put that just on where that matte stops. I'm improvising here, so just an FYI. I changed my mind a lot. This is gorgeous. Super pretty. Wow. That is a very sparkly cool tone purple. That is really, really, really pretty. Okay. I changed my mind about what I want to do. So, I know I said I would want a color to go on underneath the multi-chrome, but we're going to go into the multi-chrome because I'm going to use it to bridge between that purple and this color right here. So we're going to take that same brush, dip into Dawn, and I'm going to put it right on top where that sparkly purple ends. And I'm blending it in. I'm not going like, I'm not going to cover the whole thing, but I do want it to blend together. Well, that's beautiful. I'm back into Magnolia, and I'm just adding a little bit more just so it's blended. Yeah, I like the look of that so far. Now we're going to go into the shade I'm most excited about, Lush. I just think it's so pretty, and I think it's going to look really cool with the purple. Better not disappoint me. I'm kind of overlapping it over the Dawn, tapping it in and then kind of blending it up and over. Okay, and I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to go into Dawn again, that multi-chrome, and I'm going to tap it right on top of that edge, just so it's all blended, like I said. So that's what we're working with. I think it looks kind of cool. I think it's going to look better once I get like a full face of makeup on. But so far, it's different from any look that I've seen so far. So and that's kind of what I was going for. So Yay for me. Okay, I'm gonna go off camera. I'm gonna do the rest of my face. I'm gonna touch up my face with some concealer and some blush and stuff, and then I'll be back. So I put some base makeup on. I used my e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer in the shade Forever Sunkissed. I used my Saharan Blush Palette, it's very beat up, from Juvia's Place, and I used the shade B, this shade right here. It's like this mauve-y, kind of purpley color. And then I used Ofra highlighter in the shade Retrograde. It is purple. And I also used, for lips, I used Ofra, 2 different shades, Saint Tropez and Refine. So I mixed those 2 together. So let's finish up the eyes. I thought that I could use this eyeliner, this, what is it called? LA Girl Lavender Eyeliner. These are like pretty good, at least this color is. These pastel colors I think are pretty good. So I'm going to use that on my waterline just to brighten it up a bit. And then I'm going to take an eyeliner brush and I'm going to go into the shade Orchid, this dark purple. And I'm going to put that right on the lash line. I'm going to go back into Azalea, the lighter purple, and I'm going to run that on the lash line to blend that out. I'm going to go, as soon as I find the brush, I'm going to go back into Orchid, and I'm going to try to deepen up that outer corner again, because I lost some of the pigment right here on this side. And like I said, I don't know if that's a me thing or if it's a shadow thing. It's definitely more on my left eye, which is notorious for being a problem. So it could be a me thing. For now, I'm going to blame it on me, on my eye, because this eye always waters. I have a scar kind of around my eye from a chicken pox. So I always have trouble blending right there. So for now, I'm going to blame my eye and not the eyeshadow. And then, you know, tomorrow or in the next look, we'll see if I still have that problem. And I'll update you guys on these palettes as well. And I'm going to take this pencil brush, and it's dual-ended, but, and there's cat hair on it. It's dual-ended, but I'm using this side. I don't even know where this brush is from, but I'm going back into Dawn, the multi-chrome. We're going to put that in the inner corner, blend it on the lower lash line, down into the purple. This multi-chrome is like almost like a putty formula. So just a heads up if you're not used to that kind of formula. You do kind of have to swirl your brush in a little bit. And that is very pretty. I'm going to go into Magnolia, the sparkly purple, and I'm going to gently put that on the lash line as well, where the multi-chrome and the matte meet. Just so it's a little blended. Yeah, I really like that. Okay. I'm going to go off camera again, and I'm going to put on liner, mascara, and lashes, and then I'll be back. Okay, now that everything's done, I have to say, I really like this look. It's really pretty. I feel really cool. I love the pop of green. I think it looks really, really, really interesting. The multi-chrome is beautiful, and I think it like blends perfectly with the green and the purple. Amanda did a great job with this palette. I think if you have green eyes or any green in your eyes, this is gonna look fabulous on you, because my green, I have hazel eyes, and the green in my eyes is popping, and I'm in love. So, like I said before, the only thing I had trouble with was that purple shade, that dark purple shade, blending it into the outer corner. Could be a me thing. So I'm going to keep playing with it, and I'll update you guys on what I think about these palettes. It could be a me thing, it could be just that shade, it could be just that palette. I don't know. We're going to find out. But this look, fierce. I love it. It's so cool. Okay, on to the next look. Hello. Today we are doing a look with the Perfect World collection. We're going to do the Planet Spirit palette from Batty Bean. I'm thinking, since I'm wearing like a red color, we do this pinky red, we do this Animalia, maybe some, what is this called, Majestic. And I definitely, like, I have to play with this one, right? I have to. I mean, it's just calling my name. And then maybe, I was thinking on the lower lash line, maybe do Kingdom. And we're going to see where this look takes us. Oh, by the way, I am drinking chai tea with some almond creamer. I'm working today, so no wine at this moment. Later I can drink wine, but today, right now, I'm drinking tea. If you hear noise in the background, I forgot to turn off the TV, so just deal with it. I think it's a Rachel Oates video, which was very interesting. I just don't have time to watch the whole thing. And I wanted to get a second look up. Okay, my eyes are primed, so let's go into eyeshadow. Some of my lights didn't get turned on, so things might look a little different now. I'm going to go into Habitat, the shade right here, this orange shade. And I'm going to put that in the crease and just above the crease. I would say out of the three palettes, this is probably like the most challenging for me. Just because you don't have your typical like transition shades, blending out shades. But in my experience, Oden's eye, I've never had a problem with like blending. So, except for yesterday when we played with the Flora Story palette. Like I said before, say it again, could have just been a me thing. Could have been my shitty eye. And by shitty eye, I mean this one right here. We hear cats in the background. They have been playing and fighting all morning, and they're about to drive me insane. I don't know why, but this one looks darker. Build this one up a little bit. We are going to go into Sanctuary, this color right here. And I'm going to put that in the crease, just below what we just put down. I'm kind of stamping it first, and then kind of wiggling it in. Not loving the blend on this side, but I think that might be for my primer. You're just gonna have to deal with the noise. It's Friday for me, so I really don't care. Just trying to get through the day. I'm gonna go back in with that first brush and just blend out the edges of that, what I just put down. Now time for shimmers, which I'm really excited about because these look very pretty. I'm going to put down some glitter primer. I'm going to just go in with my finger and use Animalia. This one right here. One right here. And Just gonna tap that on the outer portion of my lid. That is so pretty. That looks really cool with that pinky corally color. That's pretty. Now I'm going to go into Majestic, the shade right here. Again with my finger, and just tap that right next to it. That's pretty cool. I like where we're going with this. Okay. Now I'm going to take a pencil brush. This is from Sigma. And I'm going to go into Fauna, this multi-chrome. And it's kind of like putty-like, so you really have to swirl your brush in. And I'm going to put that, ooh, it's a little flaky, right on the inner corner. And tapping it right over Majestic. Not all the way, but just a little bit. That looks really cool. Really, really pretty. I feel like a fire goddess. Okay, I'm gonna go off camera. I'm gonna do my base makeup, some blush, bronzer, and highlighter, and then I'll be back. Okay. Today's a crazy day. So I did my base makeup, my bronzer, blush, highlighter. I used my e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer. Been using this. I'm just trying to get rid of it. I used my Super Shock Cheek in Darling. It's from the Tinkerbell collection. I'll show you what it looks like. It's this beautiful like bronzy orange. And then I used Juvia's Place Loose Highlighter in Royalty 2. I'm not going to show you like, because it's loose, I'm not going to show you what it looks like. I'll show you. Cap. It's like a golden, it's almost too dark for my skin tone, but it just works. So now, oh, and then my lips, I used Sephora First Date, the lip stain lipstick. So I thought that on the bottom lash we could use Kingdom, a little bit Kingdom. I hope I don't ruin this look. I think it's really cool the way it looks right now, but I want to be bold. And I haven't seen too many people like use this shade. I see them doing a lot of looks like this, a lot of bright looks, but I don't see them using a lot of Kingdom with other colors. So we're going to do that today. So I'm going into Kingdom. I'm going to put that on the lower lash line with a liner brush. Tap off the excess and just stamp it. That is a nice color. That is nice and pigmented. I'm going to go into Familiar, the shade just below it. And I'm going to put that on the front portion, what I just laid down. Then I'm going back in with my pencil brush that has a cat hair on it. And I'm going to go into Fauna. Again, the multi-chrome. And I'm going to put that on the inner corner and wrap that on the lower lash line. Hello, Waffles. And I'm kind of blending it into that shade that I just put down. You're driving me nuts today. You and your brother are just wild this morning. So that's what that looks like. I'm gonna go off camera again. I'm gonna put on liner, mascara, and lashes, and I will be right back. So here is the final look with lashes, liner, mascara, all of that. And I think it's really pretty. I like how it came together. And that multi-chrome is everything. This, I don't know. It's hard to compare the palettes between each other because they're all so different. But every look that I do, this is the second look, I really like. So I think this palette's really pretty. I can't wait to play more with it. Like I said, it's a little more of a challenging color story for me, but it's also kind of inspiring. So I'm kind of interested to see what else I can come up with this palette. So look for more looks on my Instagram with these palettes, and let's jump into the third look. Hello friends, we are doing the third look of this video, and we're going to be using the Sea Talk palette from the Oden's Eye Perfect World collection, and this is in collaboration with Mae Beaty, and this is what the palette looks like. It's this beautiful neutral and blue color story with some pops of pink and green in the middle. I think what I want to do is definitely, I think we're going to use some dolphin tail, and then I think maybe some night swim, and then I definitely want to use Ocean Jewel because it's this beautiful deep blue. I don't know if you can see that. It's got like almost like a purple base, and it's just really, really beautiful. Yeah, it's like a blue, but also purple. It's very pretty. I thought to spice things up, we could use electric kelp, maybe on the inner corner. I've seen a lot of people use that on the inner corner, but I've seen them do like neutral looks with the palette for the most part, with the pop of the green. So we're gonna do blue with a pop of green. I'm gonna take dolphin tail, like I said, and I'm gonna put that in my crease and just above the crease. That's a really nice shade. It's a really nice like transition shade, if you will. That's gonna work really well with that blue. It's almost got like a light blue undertone to it. It's very cool toned. This is very buildable, so you can deepen it up quite a bit. Now I'm going to go into Night Swim, this shade right here, and we're going to put that on the outer V and in the crease just a little bit. I don't think that there are any multi-chromes in this palette. This iridescent shell color, the pink color, it's got reflex in it of like different colors, but they don't list it as a multi-chrome, so I'm not really sure why that was the decision with these palettes, why this one doesn't have a multi-chrome. Okay, these two shades are working very well together. I know I had a lot of problems with that first palette with that plum color. Check and see if this one has the same problem with the deeper shade. So far, I don't think I'm having any issues with blending. Going back in with dolphin tail, just a touch more to blend out the edges. Yeah, I like the way that looks. Going in with my NYX glitter primer, I'm gonna put that on the majority of my lid because we're gonna do a good bit of shimmer on the lid. Okay, I'm gonna go into Ocean Jewel, this shade right here, and I'm gonna put that on the outer part of my lid. Oh, it's so pretty. Actually, I'm gonna use my finger because I feel like I'm gonna get more opacity that way. Yeah, I am getting fallout, but this is why I do my base makeup after I do my eyes. Because I tend to get fallout no matter what. No matter how careful I am, I get fallout. That is a beautiful shade. Okay, now I think I'm gonna go into Sea Spray. It's the shade right here. I'm gonna take my other finger and tap right on top of the edge. And I'm leaving that very inner corner empty because we're gonna put electric kelp on that part. I'm getting a little bit of patchiness right here, but that could be a my eye thing. So let's see if we can fix that. And then I'm gonna go back into Night Swim and just deepen that up again. Make sure it's nice and deep, pigmented. This blue, these blues are so yummy. So delicious. Ooh, so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go into electric kelp. This one right here, this bright yellow green. And I'm gonna put that on the innermost part of my lid. This one is very flaky. It's not a true shimmer, it's more like a satin. So just an FYI, heads up. Okay, I'm gonna go back into Sea Spray and just blend that a little more. So it doesn't look like just a straight line on my eye. That's fun. I like it. Okay, I'm gonna go off camera. I'm gonna do my base makeup. I'm gonna do blush, bronzer, all of that, and I will be back. Okay, so for bronzer, I use two different things. I'm going out tonight, so I wanted my makeup to kind of be a little more stay put, if that makes sense. So I use this full coverage liquid concealer from Ulta. It's waterproof. It's in the shade Tan Cool. I use this as a bronzer. And then I also used my e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer on top of that. And then I used my Rare Beauty blush in Adore. It's like this mauve color. And then on top of that, I used my Saharan blush palette from Juvia's Place, and I used BE, this shade right here. For highlighter, I just went in with one highlighter, and I used my ColourPop Super Shock highlighter in Flexitarian. So that's what I used. Oh, on my lips, I used the Sephora lip stain in number 13, Marvelous Mauve. And let's finish the eyes. So with a liner brush, I'm going to go into Night Swim, this shade right down here. And I'm going to put that on my lower lash line. I'm just going to stamp it. And then we'll blend it out with Dolphin Tail. I have so much cat hair on my eyes. And I like to go about 3/4 of the way in. Don't go all the way in just because I have small eyes to begin with. I feel like if I go all the way in, it really closes my eyes off. Take my fluffy brush that I used Dolphin Tail in. I'm going in just a little bit and running it on the lower lash line just ever so gently. Hardly using any pressure at all, just to really blow that out and connect the two, the top and the bottom. I feel like one eye is darker than the other. Can you see that? Well, I sure can. Let's see if we can darken this up a bit. My left eye is not as dark as I'd like. Again, this could be a my eye thing because this is my problem eye that I always have problems with. That's a little better. I'm going to use my pencil brush from Sigma, and I'm going to use Ocean Jewel, this nice deep dark shimmer. I'm going to run that on the lash line just a little tiny bit. I'm really going to make that shade pop. Do we want to do green? Do we want to do sea spray? I'm going to do a little bit of sea spray, that lighter blue. And then I'm going to go into Electric Kelp, the bright green. I was going to play with the pink today, but I changed my mind. I'm really digging the green. And for an extra little bit of pop, I'm going to go into Mermaid Scale. It's this shade right here, and I'm just going to tap that right on the inner corner, and that's it. I don't want this to get too out of hand. I just want to brighten that inner corner up teeny tiny bit. That's really pretty. These two colors together, ooh, that's kind of what I was going for. Not exactly even. Let's try to fix that. That's pretty. That's pretty, that's pretty, that's pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go off camera again. I'm gonna do liner, mascara, and lashes, and then I'll be back. Okay, so this is the final look with the Sea Talk palette. I, again, really like this look. I don't really have any complaints about this palette at all. Like I said, with the Flora Story palette, I had a little bit of issues with that dark plum shade, but with the other two palettes, I really haven't had any problems at all. Granted, I only used I only used 5 shades out of the 10, so half the palette. So I'd really have to play with it more to give you like my honest update or my honest review on this. But I'm going to play with these some more. I'm going to do 3 looks with each of these palettes, and I'll try to get that up to you soon. And that way I'll have a better idea of how I really feel about this. But so far, I'm really impressed. I'm really not disappointed by these palettes. I had heard kind of a negative review on some of these palettes, particularly this shade right here. I heard that Sea Spray was kind of hard pan, and I'm not having that issue. So I don't know, maybe they just got a dud, but I'm pretty satisfied and I'm not mad about my purchase. I'm actually really excited to play with these some more. I would also like to do kind of a look combining all of them, so if that's something you'd like to see, let me know in the comments below. I can do like either a full video or I can do just like a TikTok or a reel. So let me know what you want to see with these palettes, and I'm super excited about them. If you didn't know already. I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes. I have 100, something like 100 eyeshadow palettes, or almost 100. I have a lot, and I have a lot of Oden's eye palettes. I don't know right offhand how many I have, but I will say, like, I've played with Oden's eye so much ever since the Norns palette and the Erd palette. I have loved them, and I think they do amazing things with their shimmers. Their mattes blend beautifully, and I really don't have any issues. Besides that first look, I really didn't have any issues with blending. So I'm really impressed. I think that these are really fun and really beautiful color stories and really unique to my collection. So I'm really excited to keep playing with these. And Other than that, that's it for this video. Let me know in the comments what else you'd like to see from me. Make sure you like and subscribe and do all the things I'm supposed to ask you to do before to get you to watch my videos, to get you to interact with my videos. I hope to see you in my next video. Okay, bye.